But if I'm being real, when I listen to music, it inspires what it inspires. And if it shows that I was listening to the evil within, I might start thinking of, all right, what did the evil within represent in the music that was being told? And what is the energy behind that music for that scenery in that video game or movie? And that energy transfers over to my story. So other people's energies in regards to what they felt when they were creating something, in regards to what the world knows based off the game or the movies, from the energy that they determined, like what's that din 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 din, oh, that's Michael Myers. And like other ones, like you know that when that song comes on, it's related to a heartless serial killer who's going around just taking people out. So that energy, if I ever use that song, transfers over into the story that I'm telling, and then it helps craft that story in my head by the energy I'm feeling. And so a lot of the times it's energy based off what other people have already created that I'm now warping through myself to determine it in my own way of how it's going to play out in my story. So that's how that kind of works. And also, when it comes to my storytelling, I have many strategies. Like, storytelling does have strategy in it. A lot of people aren't scared reading about certain things unless it's very personal. If you're reading about a book and it's about a serial killer who's been going into everyone's houses as they slept, then suddenly you find out in your city that there's a serial killer on the loose. Suddenly that book has more fear attached to it because of the reality of it attaching to your life. And so all I do is just tell the truth. Like, I'm literally telling the truth. There are a bunch of sick, nasty people out there, and they do not want to hear biblical standard of punishment of things that could be happening for sinners. And the Bible states a lot about a lot of sinners, and a lot of them exist today, a lot, and they be doing this stuff. And so in my story, when I start depicting their sin and fleshing it out, because it's pretty damn obvious to see, and there are lots of types of sinners. Even the ones who think they're not sinners, yeah, you are. We're all sinners, but some of you think that you're not much of a sinner, and you very much are. So essentially, like, not telling the truth. Essentially, I just put the truth in there, and suddenly people get uncomfortable and scared because of the idea of penalty and what could be coming. They start maximizing the thoughts of their own mind, and just like I did when I had nightmares, unnecessarily maximizing thoughts, creating a fear. And that's part of a strategy when it comes to storytelling, and I touch on it in many, many different ways, and music help brings it out